We get up every day to try to make a difference, to try to hold corporate negligence, corporate greed accountable.
People often come to us at the lowest point in their life. And one thing I love about being a trial lawyer, especially contingency fee trial lawyer, is that anyone, no matter what your socioeconomic status is, can walk in this door and receive excellent representation. My name's Charlie Rittgers.
My name is Matt Nakajima. I'm a partner
Of the firm Rittgers Rittgers Nakajima.
What attracted me to the law? I would say it was my mom. When my mom was 20 years old, she got into a catastrophic car crash and suffered herniated discs. It impacted her for the rest of her life. She never got fairly compensated for it, and it's something that always stuck with her. My first job out of law school was for an insurance defense firm, and it paid pretty well. I got to dress in nice suits, go downtown a lot, and my mom was always telling me, don't forget the reasons why you went to law school.
My mom and dad were attorneys, so at the dinner table, my sister and I would hear their stories and the people that they were fighting for every day. And I think that those things shaped me, and that's probably the biggest reason why I'm here today practicing law.
I think the biggest challenge my firm faces right now is tort reform. Tort reform is preventing many people from being able to get a lawyer that can take their case. So in Ohio, damage caps that are set by the legislature are $250,000 in all personal injury cases. There are a few exceptions where it can go up to $350,000 and have the cap removed, but you have to either lose a limb or be so catastrophically injured that you can't sustain life-sustaining activity. So the problem with that is you have people that have suffered catastrophic injuries through no fault of their own. And some of their injuries are injuries you can't see. Sometimes it's the emotional injuries that are as debilitating as the physical injuries. Their damages are capped at $250,000 for pain and suffering. And that's not fair, because the paycheck losses, the medical bill losses, that's not what's truly taken from somebody. It's their quality of life that was lost.
Trial lawyers are the last line of defense between the people and large corporations. And in the case of insurance companies, we all pay for insurance so that in the event tragedy strikes, insurance is there at a time of great need. Unfortunately, insurance companies don't always act in good faith.
One case in particular where my client was in a crash with a young girl and had no visible property damage to his truck. And he tore his rotator cuff in the impact. But, he's a tough guy. He was a landscaper. He was in his late 30s, and he prided himself on the fact that he would get better. He wanted to tough it out. Even though he had 4 shoulder surgeries, his own insurance company, throughout years of litigation, only offered $20,000 to resolve his case. And this is a case that I tried with another attorney named Dennis Mahoney. Got to know his family. They had small children. And I got to see the real impact that these shoulder tears, even after surgery, had on his quality of life, on his ability to hold his kids, on his ability to not live a life of pain. And Dennis and I, we went and tried it, and we got a little over $1 million. It's one of the largest verdicts in the history of Campbell County in a non-death case.
My dad and I met a teenage girl who had been falsely accused of murder. And unfortunately, she had been tried and convicted in the press. The court of public opinion was subject to clickbait media. And frankly, some of the media stories about her were flat out lies. And we had an opportunity to help her go through a jury trial where 12 people, her peers in the community, got to listen to the actual evidence in the case and agreed very quickly that she was not guilty of murder. And that is something that I think will stick with me the rest of my life.
The role that Esquire Bank plays for my law firm is it gives us the ability to have the financial capital to pursue a broad range of cases for deserving people in face of extreme adversity. And Esquire Bank allows us to have the financial resources to give the clients the kind of support that we need. and they provide us with the financial avenue in order to give our clients the best chance of winning through the resources they provide. The law is not perfect by any stretch. It's still the powerful versus the powerless. You're not really ever going to be able to truly make someone whole who's suffered the loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, the loss of their quality of life because of some catastrophic injury. But you can give some semblance of justice and try to help them find an acknowledgement of what was taken through a jury of their peers.